All right, my friends, it's finally time to show you how I curate my outfits. So this is it, my friends. This is how I create my outfits with my minimalist wardrobe in 5 simple steps. Let's hop into the first one. The first factor to consider is the occasion. Am I dressing to go to the gym? Am I dressing to pick up groceries? Am I going on a hike? Am I going to the Met Gala? Definitely not that one. But am I going to a fancy event? Am I going on a date? Am I going on a girls' night? Am I heading to brunch? There are just so many different occasions, and it is really, really important to consider what occasion you're going to, what situation you are going to be in first and foremost when you begin to select your outfit. Okay, so like I said, the first consideration to take when you are picking an outfit is the occasion. And if you've seen any of the wardrobe content here on my channel, then you will know that most occasions for me can fit into one of 3 categories. Those being dressed up, so something fancy, everyday, and then dressed down or workout. So I will simply just head into my closet and start looking for the category that I want. So for instance, let's say that we are going to a nice dinner, we're having a date night. It is a dressed up occasion. I can either go to my tops first or my pants. Let's head to the pants first. And I know that I am going to remain in the dressed up category, so I am going to be looking at some dress pants, which are all right here. So then I head to the tops, and I already know which ones for me are of the fancy or dressed up variety, so I'll pull those out for you now. All right, I would never actually pull these all out if I was picking an outfit, but for argument's sake, here they are. I have all of my dressy tops. So I would stick to something from these garments if I know that I'm going out on a date. So the only other thing I want to say, and I know that I've already made this very apparent, but if I was going on a date, truly, there is a huge likelihood that I would be putting on a dress. I love dresses. They're my favorite thing to wear. So of course, there is always the chance that I would just head straight to the dress category, pull out a dress, and not even need to think any more about what I'm wearing. But you know, I wanted to show you how I go through my tops and my bottoms as well in the dressed up category. All right, so now that we've sifted through the wardrobe and found some pieces that would be appropriate for the occasion, we are going to move on to factor number 2, and that is the weather. What season is it in? Are we in spring, summer, fall, winter? Are you somewhere where it literally snows in the winter? Or are you somewhere like I am in beautiful sunny Cancun where it's nice all year round? Do you have a lot of precipitation? Is it raining? Is it a thunderstorm? You might even be somewhere where the weather is up in the air and constantly fluctuating. So you might need to pack a rain jacket or an extra layer or a different set of shoes. Weather and just what time of year it is a super important factor when you go to curate an outfit. So as I mentioned, the next factor that we need to consider is the weather, what is going on outside, and how we are going to interpret that and pick a reasonable outfit for the weather. So my friends, it's so simple how I deal with the weather. I have similar garments that are of varying lengths, both in the top categories and in my bottoms. I'm gonna show you what I mean with an example. So I have 3 light colored dress bottoms, and we're gonna stick with the same theme that we're going on a little date next. It's the most fun theme ever. So I have a pair of light colored dressed shorts. I have a pair of light color dress capris. And thirdly, I have a pair of light color dress pants. So I would go with the pants if it was a little chillier out, or the capris if it was that in-between time, maybe fall or springtime, and then shorts, you know, if it is that hot summertime and you are looking for something a little more cool and a little more breezy. So let's say it's summertime. I would be sticking to the shorts category. So now we have these light shorts and these dark shorts up for consideration. And now we can head in and find a top we would like to wear. And again, it's so simple. It's summer. So I am going to want to stay with something that is a little shorter in the sleeve, potentially sleeveless or a short sleeve t-shirt. So I have a few options and I'll pull those out now. Okay, so we have our two short considerations here. And now we have all of our dressy shirts, remember, because again, we've already narrowed it down to the dressy category. Now I really could go with either of these two garment lengths, but this one is right up front. So let's go with a short sleeve version today. So that leads me with either a dark or light tank to work with for this cute summer date night outfit. So now that we've picked some garments that are appropriate for the weather, let's hop into the third factor to consider here, the third step, and that is looking at color. So for me, I keep this really simple, which you're going to see in a minute, just with some shade variation. But for you, you might have a whole host of colors that you get to select from, and this absolutely would be the stage to do so in order to pick an outfit where you just love the hues, the color palette that you are wearing. The next factor to consider, like I mentioned, is color. So what color palette are we going to be working with for the outfit? Now, of course, I only have light and dark typically, other than the dresses in my wardrobe. So I kind of have an option to play with, you know, the juxtaposition between light and dark, having a light top, dark bottom. The other option for me would be to go monochromatic, which I love, and that is a look all in and of itself. So the first place that I'm going to go in this outfit curation is bottoms. And again, we are picturing a summery date night, fancy little dinner. And I am going to go in with the light colored bottoms. I think they're really pretty, very flattering, and I love wearing light bottoms in summer. So now I get to choose whether I go with a dark top and do that dark versus light, or if I want to go in with a monochromatic look. And remember that we singled out the tank tops. That's what we're going to be wanting to wear for this date night. And I am actually going to go in with the dark versus light. So I am going to take this tank top and pair it with these bottoms. So there we go. Now we have the foundation for this little date night look all ready to go. So now that we have played around with a little bit of color, or lack thereof in my particular instance, let's move on to the next factor, which is a special something, a je ne sais quoi, the wow factor. And certainly not every single outfit on planet Earth needs to adhere to this factor, but I would say that with a minimalist wardrobe, especially one that looks like mine, it can tend to be the B word, boring. And adding something special to every single look is something that I would say I do far more often than not. And the next thing is the wow factor. It's the extra special something. It is the je ne sais quoi to an outfit. This can come in so many forms. This could be the garment itself. So for instance, a dress to me is the wow factor. So it could be the dress itself. It could be putting on a bold lip color. It could be doing your hair differently. It could be adding in a layering piece that adds a different element of color. It could be adding in a textured piece that gives a little bit of visual difference. So I am going to go in actually with a layering piece that adds a bit of visual interest and something other than just this light and dark. We're going to tie these two in together with a little blazer with a little overpiece. I think that adding a blazer over shorts is very, very chic. And again, it just adds a pattern, it adds something different, and makes this outfit so much more than just the basic pieces of its foundation. So now we have our something special, and honestly, this is what takes my minimalist wardrobe and makes it unique and makes it sustainable. So here we go. We have all the cloth pieces of my summer outfit ready to go for date night. All right, so we have our wow factor. We have figured out what that looks like, and also how it doesn't necessarily need to be a piece of clothing, another piece of clothing. It can be just something about your look that is different, cool, fun, and unique. So moving on from that je ne sais quoi, we are moving to our final factor. The final one. This is it. I told you it was 5 steps, super simple, and that is accessories and shoes. So by accessories, I mean jewelry, I mean sunglasses, I mean bags, purses, all that sort of thing. And then of course, shoes, just what footwear you are going to be wearing to complement this outfit that you have curated. This is the cherry on top factor. So we had the wow factor. Very eloquent. We had the wow factor, and now we have the cherry on top factor. So these are almost little bright pieces that make your outfit pop, dazzle, and shine. And quite literally in the case of jewelry, I guess, but I more so mean that these are super enhancing features to an outfit that can add a special flair. So let's kick it off with jewelry first. I love jewelry. I have a super small collection, but I absolutely adore it. And with the outfit that I have going on already, it has a little bit more cool than warm tones, I would say, especially with this gray. So I wouldn't go in with warm tone jewelry, i.e. gold. I would go in with something cooler toned, so I would go in with my silver pieces. And because it's dressed up, I might add a little bit more jewelry. In fact, knowing me, I would put on all the silver pieces that I had. So I would likely put on my watch. I would put on all my silver rings. I would put on my silver earrings and really add to that dressed up factor with my jewelry. Next up would be bags and shoes. Now the biggest consideration for the bags is just color. So in this instance, I would quite frankly be able to go with either. Now I think that the black would look nice with this outfit, but for some reason I am gravitating towards the light. Maybe it's that summery feeling for this potential date night. So I think maybe I would go with the light option for this outfit. Although like I said, the black would look fine, but I'm gonna stick to the light. And like I said, for my bags, color is really the only consideration. But when it comes to shoes, which is next up, I have 2 main considerations. What is the occasion? And I'm also considering the color as well. It's a date night, okay? I'm not gonna be wearing my runners. I'm not gonna be wearing my Birkenstock Eva sandals, although I probably want to. I am going to be putting on some dressier styled shoes. And again, I could really with this outfit go with light or dark, but because we have light bottoms and a light purse, I'm thinking it might be nice to break things up with a little bit of black. So I would pick out my dressy black shoes. Now I could go with a closed toe or an open toe, and because it's summertime, I would probably go with an open toe. So these are the sandals that I would likely pick. So these would be the final puzzle piece of my outfit curation, my shoes. So that is it. That is how I create my outfits. And of course now you're not gonna get away without seeing this outfit in its entirety. So let me put on this really cute date night dressy summer outfit that is a little bit fancy. Okay, here we go. Let's show you the outfit. All right, my friends, so this is it. This is the final outfit. This is my date night outfit in the summer at night, and it's a fancy, nice restaurant. This is just an example of what I would wear, and I really actually like the way that it turned out. I didn't have any idea, honestly, what outfit I was gonna pick out before I started this. I went with the flow along with you all, and this is what happened. So here we go. We have some dark little heeled shoes on. We have my white dress shorts on. We have my little fancy tank top that is cropped on. We added over this layering piece, which is like a plaid blazer, which is really nice, adds a bit of structure to the look. Went with this light nude colored bag, and of course, we put on all the jewelry, all the silver jewels. So this is it. This is the outfit. This is the final look. And this is essentially how I go about curating what I am going to wear. All right, my friends, so there you go. You have seen me go through all those 5 steps, and I even gave you a specific example of how I curate my outfit from that first step to the final one and showed you the final product. This is all I do. And it is so on autopilot for me that it takes me 3 seconds to pick out an outfit. I'm not even kidding. I'm just like bottoms, tops, because I already have a wardrobe that is so easy to find these pieces. I don't need to go digging around. I know everything that I have, and it's also perfectly organized in a way where I know where all my items are. So this is how I plan my outfits. This is how I, in my opinion, always look good. That seems just like wrong saying, but it's how I always look put together for the correct occasion at the right time in the right place. So I hope that you enjoyed seeing the cogs a-turnin', the gears a-churnin' inside this brain box when it comes to my wardrobe, and really, you know, coming up with these specific factors on how I go through and I create my outfits. If you did happen to like it, feel free to give it a like. If you like me, if you like the content that I'm producing here on this channel in general, then definitely consider subscribing. I've been keeping these outros short and sweet, and I'm going to do the same today. So yeah, just from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being here, and really hope to catch you in my next minimalism video. Bye!